Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, for a little spooky Halloween-ish themed video, I figured something fun to do could be to rank all of the Skullectors. I think the last time I did this, the most recent Skullector was maybe... I don't remember, so it's been a while though. We got 4 new ones to add to the list, so I figured it could be fun. And I know some people consider Raven Dress Wednesday to be a Skullector because of the tags inside of her dress, but I don't, because she didn't get the full Skullector treatment, and her box also doesn't say Skullector on it. There's usually like a little banner. Pennywise's box had it, and I believe all subsequent Skullectors have it. So yeah, not counting that one. There was 4 Skullectors this year, not 5. So yeah, without further ado, let us get right into it. Starting off our list with last place. This one probably won't surprise anyone considering how negative my video about them was, but last place is the Hocus Pocus 3-pack. I know this is one of the newest ones, and it's probably unfair considering there's probably ones that are worse than them, but I just can't bring myself to like this pack. It's the only one that I didn't buy. I didn't want them. My mom bought a set, and I offered to split the cost with her so that we like kind of co-own it, but I had no interest in acquiring like a set for myself, you know? Basically, I just think these dolls could have been done a lot better. Their colors are way too bright, and while the new body sculpt for Winifred and Mary is appreciated, I just feel like it doesn't make up for the rest of the dolls being lackluster. Their object heels suck. It's one of the worst examples of it in Monster High. Basically, they're just my least favorites. I can admit they have some nice things, like the hair looks good. The bodies. That's kind of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just underwhelmed by these, so they're my least favorite. Up next in 13th place, because there are in fact 14 Skullectors, we have the Chucky and Tiffany 2-pack. This is another one that I really wanted to enjoy, but Tiffany, I'd say, drags the whole pack down, as well as Chucky not being as beat up as he could have been. I like the idea of a gender-bent Chucky doll. I loved it with Beetlejuice, and I loved it with Pennywise, so I'm not against it here, and I actually do like the way Chucky's doll looks. Though, since in Bride of Chucky, Chucky was absolutely wrecked, it would have been nice for the doll to be more damaged looking. You know, they could have done a side shave, at least, since Chucky had like a whole side of his head stapled in that movie. But my main gripe is with Tiffany. She just doesn't look right. The red splotches all over her dress totally ruins it. The lipstick heel is nonsensical at best. And for God's sake, why couldn't they just give her a full leather jacket? The little shawl doesn't work. Yeah. And also the dolls being on little sister bodies does kind of take away from it, because Tiffany has big boobs. And they gave her the body with the smallest boobs, so just a bit of an odd choice. But yeah, I do still like these dolls, but they do, unfortunately, just underwhelm me. Up next in 12th place is the Grady twins. I know this one is still, like, shocking to most people whenever I say I don't really like this set, but I don't know. The Grady twins were never really characters, and that's one of the reasons that I don't really care for them. Like, they're just kind of 2 little ghost girls, and, like, they got killed by the previous owner of the hotel. Like, I haven't watched The Shining. I don't care about it. It looks boring. But yeah, these are just the same doll with slightly different faces, and that's why I don't really care for them. But I can admit they're well made. Their dresses look nice, their shoes are cute. They're cute dolls. I do still like them, but compared to other Skullectors, I don't like them as much as I could, which is why they're kind of low on the list, but just keep in mind, I do like them. I also don't own them. Next, in 11th place, sorry, starting to lose count a little, we have Annabelle. This is one that I really liked when she came out, but as time goes on, I'm starting to care about her less for one reason, and it's her face. They did cutesify her and make her look way better than she looks in the Conjuring movies, which, by the way, I haven't seen the Conjuring movies, I haven't seen the Annabelle movies. I'm just not interested in those, but yeah, the doll overall is good. Like, keep in mind that we're already in the point of the list where I think the dolls are good. I just like other ones more than them, and I have to be subjective to make this list. But yeah, I don't know. Just like thinking about it, she does look nice. I really love how she has blatant blood on her outfit, especially since Skelektors had avoided that so far, leading up to this doll's release. The chair being her purse is a little stupid, but it's cute, you know? Basically, I like her, but I like other dolls more, and that's why she's at this point. Cracking into the top 10, 10th place goes to Young Hee. I, again, similar to Annabelle, do like this doll quite a lot. I think she has a very well-designed outfit. Like, you know, I like the way references are incorporated into her outfit, the prize money being her purse, the staircase being on her skirt, the Dalgona shapes on her socks, and the guys in the red suits. I'm sorry, I forgot what they're called. The security guys? I don't know what they're called. It's been a while since I've seen the show. But I like them being the heels of her shoes because it doesn't, like, work against the shoe. It actually looks good, unlike some other dolls' object heels. So I like her. The curvy G1 body looks really good for her too. It's just a cute doll overall. My main gripe is just the fact that Young Hee isn't really a character. She's kind of just a doll that monitors the game. She's not sentient the way most other living doll characters that we've gotten Skelektors of so far are. And that's probably one of the main reasons that I feel kind of meh on her, but I do really like her design, which is why she's in the top 10. So, on to the next one. Alright, next doll in our top 10, in 9th place, we have the Creature. I still like this doll. I feel like she's kind of... people have fallen out of love with her. When she was revealed, people seemed to really like her, but as time goes on, she seems to be just kind of less and less popular. She was actually restocked on Mattel Creations last night. Not last night, like yesterday morning. And I think she might still be available. I don't know. At least at the time I'm making this video she is, but I have no idea if she'll be available by the time this goes up. So if this part of the video ages poorly, my bad. So, yeah. The doll herself, I really like her unique stand. It's cool to make her look like she's swimming. I love how they incorporated the creature's, like, actual body texture into her accessories, like her gauntlets as well as her boots. Her boots are so cool. I love that the boots are modeled after the creature's actual, like, feet, having the same, like, claws. It's cool. And the harpoon heels look nice. I guess, once again, it just comes down to me liking other dolls more than this one. I don't really have much attachment to the Creature because I haven't seen any of his movies, but this doll is fabulous. I definitely think they did a really good job, although it is something fair to note. The doll is much more vibrant than the Creature. Just choked on nothing. Much more vibrant than the Creature typically would be. The Creature is usually a very dark green, so it is a bit strange to see the Creature be so bright. But regardless, I like this doll, and that's why she is 9th place. Had to think about it again. On to 8th place. This one might be a bit surprising, considering I usually rank this pack pretty low, but today it's higher. The Frankenstein pack. I admit, as time has gone on, I've really started to like these dolls. I think the bride looks amazing, and I actually do appreciate the accuracy to how the bride actually looks in the movies. Using Rebecca's face sculpt for her was such a good idea. And I'll admit it, Frankenstein does look pretty cool. He was our first male Skellektor, which was pretty cool, and now we have another one through Jack Skellington, so who's to say we won't get more? Frank looks pretty cool, and so does the bride, and yeah, I love her heels, actually, with the ballerina figures in there. I didn't understand the reference, but it still looks pretty cool. Overall, I like these two much more than I used to. On to 7th place, we have yet another 2-pack. We've got Wednesday and Morticia. These two look great. I really do think Morticia looks stunning, but Wednesday does kind of drag the pack down a little. Her object heels are unflattering compared to Morticia, who's otherwise a perfect doll. Like, I have no notes for her. Morticia just turned out amazing. She's got such strong cheekbones, gorgeous black, long black hair. I don't know why I worded it. Sometimes I mix up my words. I love that she comes with the roses, and you can pluck off the rose to just be a stem, since that's what she does. That's the thing she does. And I actually like the roses being incorporated into her heels. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just Wednesday that I'm not as big a fan of. I feel like her makeup is too light, and I get it. She's a little kid, but it's a Monster High doll. She can have more dramatic makeup. Monster High is kind of known for that. Even Howleen, who was like one of the youngest characters in G1, would wear dramatic makeup sometimes, so you know, they could have given her black lipstick, maybe slightly darker eyeshadow, though the Wednesday doll is really pretty in person. So, yeah, once again, it just comes down to me liking other things more than these two, but still, they're ranking pretty high. Next up in 6th place, we have Elvira. Once again, I really love this doll. She's gorgeous. I think they did an amazing job adapting Elvira's makeup, like, onto a doll, though it could have been a bit more dramatic. I mean, Elvira's makeup is drag-inspired. It should be more dramatic, but I do think it looks pretty good for what it is. My only gripe, once again, is that they could have given her bigger boobs. Elvira is kind of known for it. It's one of the main things about her. Not to be, like, objectifying women, but it's kind of like one of the main things about Elvira. She's got big boobs, you know? I don't know. At least they put her on the big sister body, but come on. Mattel acts like they're broke. They can afford to make a new body sculpt for, like, one release, and then possibly use it again, you know? Creating it just means you have it now, and it can be used again. But I don't know, maybe they didn't want to sexualize the doll. Another thing is that they gave her this ugly clawed hand sculpt that I hate, but I can look past it, because they hadn't created the better hand sculpts that they now have for long nails. They hadn't made those yet. See what I mean about creating sculpts? They should have been making new sculpts from the start. But I digress. This doll's gorgeous. I love her dress. I love her hair. She's just super pretty. I like her a lot. But there are others that I like more. Entering the top 5, our first contender at number 5, I don't know why I'm wording things like this, is the Jack and Sally 2-pack. I like these two. Despite not really caring about The Nightmare Before Christmas, it's a fine movie, but I don't know, it just never really appealed to me much, even after watching it a few times. I like these dolls quite a lot. I'm actually happy that they just decided to make Jack look like Jack, you know? They just created a custom head sculpt and a custom body sculpt for him, because we had never had a male skeleton doll prior to Jack. Honestly, for a while, I thought they were just gonna go like the gender bend route like they did with Chucky and Tiffany and make use of Skeleta's sculpt for Jack. But it was pretty surprising to see Jack actually be himself, you know, and not be gender bent. One thing unfortunate about him, though, is that orange vest, but I can look past it because it makes him look more like a Monster High student than a fully grown skeleton man. Same with Sally. She's got a pretty nice dress, and, well, again, I don't like her object heels. It kind of just looks like she stepped on some jars and they got stuck there. I like her quite a lot. She's a very pretty doll, and these two look great together. I'll always be bitter that I didn't get them during their drop and I had to buy them from a reseller. Ugh. On to 4th place, we have... oh my god, my pictures got lost for a minute. Dracula. I still think Dracula is one of the strongest Universal original Monsters collectors. She just works. Her shoes are incredible. The way that they're like an opening coffin with a Dracula sleeping inside, that is amazing. One minor unfortunate thing about her is that when you take off her, blazer? Yeah, when you take off her blazer, her shirt and her pants are one piece sewn together. That sucks. But everything else about the doll is amazing. Honestly, no notes. She's gorgeous. I remember when her face, like her head sculpt, leaked. That was crazy. I remember being so excited just based on the leak that we had of her head. And then the whole doll was leaked like a month prior. It took us a month to discover it. It was so funny. But yeah, I love this doll. Very pretty. No notes. On to 3rd place, we have Pennywise. I still really like Pennywise. Despite being one of the oldest collectors, I feel like she holds up the best. Her shoes are an amazing original sculpt. I love that she comes with the paper boat and with the balloon, and her outfit is just perfect, you know? Like, it's just a gorgeous doll. It's just a very, very well-made doll. I don't really know what to say. I've talked about Pennywise quite a lot. I'm very lucky to have gotten Pennywise from the Amazon stocking of her. I did not get Pennywise from the original Mattel Creations drop, or the restock that they did. I missed the restock and everything. God, I had the worst luck getting this doll, but I managed to pull it off eventually from Amazon. Point is, I love this doll. She'll always hold a special place in my heart, and she is number 3. Into the top 2, 2nd place goes to Greta Gremlin. And right away, I'm sure you guys already know who number 1 is, but we're still gonna be dramatic about it. We're not gonna talk about it. Greta will always be one of the greatest Skullectors. Her design was adapted perfectly to make her look like a Monster High student, and I love that. You know, like, they could have just given her the same outfit that she wore in the movie. It would have been hard, considering her outfit was pretty revealing in the movie. They really wanted to push the sexy female gremlin agenda in that movie, you know? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I love this doll. The fact that she comes with Gizmo, a little purse, and lipstick. She came with so many accessories. Skullectors used to come with so many accessories. Beetlejuice and Lydia came with accessories. I mean, Pennywise did, the Grady twins. What happened to that, man? They used to come with stuff. Now they don't. Sometimes they do, but they don't come with that much. Anyway, Greta's amazing. The new head sculpt and body sculpt created for her was just perfection. I really want a Skullector on the same level as Greta again someday. She's so good. And finally, on to first place. Let's count our list down so far. 14th place, 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and finally, first place goes to, surprising absolutely no one, Beetlejuice. The Beetlejuice 2-pack has always been my favorite Skullector. I think on 1 or 2 occasions I've ranked other ones higher than it just to mix things up, but I gotta be honest with you, nothing is ever gonna top these two. I absolutely adore these dolls. Beetlejuice has one of the best instances of object heels I've ever seen. I love how they actually positioned Adam and Barbara's faces to make sense as heels, you know? It works so well. Same with Lydia. She's got the sandworm as her heels, and it looks really good. Lydia is gorgeous. I absolutely love how they made her doll. The dress is so pretty and shiny. She has the hand sculpt made to hold her camera and to hold the handbook for the recently deceased, if you'd like her to hold that as well. The hat is cute. Beetlejuice is amazing. Unfortunately, Beetlejuice does actually have poly hair, but it kind of makes sense, because if this doll had been made, like, 10 years ago in 2016, or 2015, when was 10 years ago? I don't remember when 10 years ago was. 2014? If this doll had been made when Mattel still had Kanekalon machines, they totally would have given her, like, super big, poofy, crimped Kanekalon. So the fact that she has poly, unfortunately, isn't surprising, since that's kind of like, I guess, their new Kanekalon? Not really. Poly is way worse quality than Kanekalon was. I love the use of the carousel being like a headband. I love the sandworm earrings. I just think everything about this doll works. Does it suck that the suit is a bit unhemmed? Yes. But the doll is still super pretty, and I think they did well. Not to mention, reusing Monica's face was such a good idea. I don't know, like, the sculpt just works. The smirk, the side glance. I love it. These dolls look incredible. So I'm very excited for the second Beetlejuice set we're allegedly getting next year. I'm a bit nervous for how it's gonna look, but hopefully it's just as, if not better, than these two were, though it's kind of hard to top perfection, I would say. And with that, we're finally done counting down the Skullectors. If I ever have to do this again, which I probably will next year when they make even more, I'll find a more concise way of doing this, since I'm just kind of yapping a lot in this video. But yeah, let me know what your ranking of the Skullectors is, or if you don't want to rank them all, let me know who your favorites are. It can be multiple or just one. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one.